So we want to get together and basically talk to the community directly about the embeddedSPARK 2010 Summer Challenge. A lot of different things happening for the first time. One of the things is, obviously, it's a summer challenge. The other thing being based on Windows Embedded Standard 7, something we've never done.
Yeah, it was Windows Embedded CE in the past.
Exactly. And with the release of Windows Embedded Standard 7, there's a lot of new technology focused on consumer media. And that's where the idea of the contest came from. And we didn't want to go into...
The theme exactly is...
Media explosion.
Media explosion.
And that's meant to be vague. I mean, it doesn't mean a lot. Obviously, we wanted to base it around the idea of media, but we don't want to be too prescriptive about exactly what that's going to look like. So we wanted to talk real briefly about some of the technologies that the hobbyists will have available to them. So
you have different types of technology when it comes to media on Windows Embedded Standard 7. Like technology that will enable to render the media, and so UI technology such as WPF or Silverlight. You can also think about technology that will enable you to stream media, like everything is in the box. You can also imagine technology enabling you to stream the media out of a box with DLNA support, like Play 2.
Right.
And you want to play some music or something, you will send it to a DLNA compatible device, such as speaker or something like that, that is remote over the air. You can also think of extending the experience of your media, transporting your media from one place to another one, using device stage experience. You have your media transiting from a device to a other device, something like that.
Right.
So a lot of technologies in the box to imagine new scenarios. We have a lot of scenarios existing out there. What can we imagine that's missing there that would produce that media explosion that we're looking for?
Right, and that goes to the idea of what are we looking for in a winning entry. And I don't think the basic way that you as a judge are going to approach it is going to be that different. So you've been involved in both the Imagine Cup as well as the embeddedSPARK challenges in the past. What are you going to be looking for in a winning entry?
We're definitely looking for new ideas, new concepts, things that will not be already existing today, things that would not be a simple enhancement of an existing product. We're also looking for things that are realistic. It's great to have a nice idea, but at some point it has to work, and it also has to be compelling to a not industrial scenario, but to a media scenario.
Right. Right, and so there's a few stages in the contest, and in stage 1, we're asking them to submit an idea in a paper. When you're looking at papers coming in, how are you approaching to say, okay, how does one differ for another? What are some of the things that you're looking for to say, this is real, this isn't real, this is good, this isn't good?
So I try to figure out if the problem, the idea has been solved through. Is it just like an idea that has been thrown on the table and like explained in 10 lines and there's no real like deep thinking about the project, about the real value, and about the features you're going to use within an embedded OS or you're going to develop if they're missing. So I'm reading it through. I'm trying to catch what was the path between the idea and how we're going to make it, right? Okay. And I'd rather see something that is about an idea that is developed rather than, oh, here is a list of features we have, let's do something with that, right? Okay. And you can detect that in the paper. Then I'm also looking for the idea. How's it like new? Is it something that I already know that and not interesting? Right. And then I'm also like trying to figure out how I'm going to use that device or solution. Okay. And put myself in the position of the end user. Try to imagine it. If by reading I can't imagine how it's going to be, I can't really judge it. Because it's not tangible. Right, right. So you're not necessarily looking for someone to recreate something that already exists in the marketplace just to show they can. It's a different approach, a different angle on things. Definitely. Like a system that will be spreading music across different rooms that exist today. So that's not really, there's no big innovation here. And we're looking for the innovation. So what would be a twist on something like bringing media around the house? How would you see that being approached in a different way? Well, I think first thing would be, what is a media? Like, which media are we talking about? Because we know about music, we know about video, but there are other media out there, photos, but it could be like newspapers and other types of media maybe we don't think about. Social media. Social media that could be integrated in a single solution, right? And I don't I don't have like a really clear idea of the type of project, the type of ideas, but I'm really liking things like we're seeing with the Microsoft Teams device or the Windows Phone 7 device, where the media, the content is integrated into the experience that we have. Like think about Windows Phone, we have the hub syncs, where different social networking apps will connect and will provide that content into that really seamless, completely integrated experience. So as a user, I will access all these medias without having to search for them, without really having to understand what type of media they are. I like that idea of integration that is seamless for the user. I really like this kind of concept. Not saying that it should be the type of project.
I understand.
But this is the kind of ideas that make that project really compelling for me.
So moving into stage 2, there's a distinct shift that happens in each of the contests that we run, and this one's no different, that we're moving from the idea of tell us your idea, and we're moving now in stage 2 to saying show us your implementation. And you as a judge, you're going to get another paper as well as a video. Having gone through this as many times as you have, what would you say directly to people entering the contest as far as do's and maybe even don'ts of how to approach this in a way to get a winning entry?
So I think there's a lot of work that has to be done in the video itself. Because the video is kind of key to the perception that the judge will have. The document actually will provide the details, but the video will be, okay, did the guy take that seriously, first. Secondly, is the idea really compelling? Did the guy manage to do something with that idea and to realize something, to create something that actually works? Or is half working for now? That's stage 2, it's not final stage, but that is really promising for the end. It doesn't need to be the final product, but it has to be explicit on what the final product will be. It has to show something, right? Now,
in the 2009 Winter Challenge that we were just finishing up, we saw different approaches to videos. We saw some people doing an actual demo, saying, here's the product, here's what I'm doing. Other people stayed in the concept side of things. We're showing this is what, it was more words and pictures than anything else. Are you fine with both of those approaches, or is one preferred over the other?
Personally, I prefer the demo one. Because the concept one is for me an extension to the document. So both are redundant. The video has to be complementary to the document. If it's just about presenting the document in the video, it's useless. A demo shows that something has been developed, that something is working, and there's a promise to get a product, a solution, a nice idea to be realized at the end. A simple presentation of a concept with graphics and eventually some snapshots is not for me something that is promising. I can't really get excited at stage 2 because I got at stage 1 by this kind of thing. At stage 2, I really need to see something running, a demo of what's happening.
Make it real.
Yes.
Exactly.